Hi, and welcome back to Your English Home. Today's topic is about Murph, talking about a problem we all have, and how he solved it. Like and subscribe, and let's listen to his story. He begins like this. Every day, I used my phone too much. In the morning, I checked messages before getting out of bed. During breakfast, I watched videos. At school or at home, I always looked at my phone. I opened social media again and again. Sometimes, I didn't even know why. I played games, watched short videos, and scrolled for hours. One day, I looked at the time. It was already 11 p.m. I had done nothing all day, just phone. I felt bad. My head was heavy. My eyes were tired. I didn't do my homework. I didn't clean my room. I didn't talk to my family. I didn't read anything. My real life was going down, and I didn't even notice. I was wasting time, but I couldn't stop. The phone was always in my hand. It was fun, but also like a trap. That's when I finally said to myself, this is a big problem. I have to fix it. Why it was so hard to stop stopping was not easy. I knew my phone was wasting my time. I knew it was bad for my eyes and my brain. But still, I didn't stop. Why? Because phones are made to keep you busy. Every color, sound, and button is made to catch your attention. When I was bored, I opened my phone. When I was sad or tired, I opened my phone. It became my habit for everything. If I had one free minute, I didn't think. I just scrolled. It felt good for a moment. But after 1 hour, I felt worse. I started losing focus in school. When someone talked to me, I didn't listen well. When I tried to study, I stopped after 5 minutes. I couldn't sit quietly anymore. My hands always wanted to touch the screen. My eyes always wanted to see something new. Even when I didn't enjoy it, I kept doing it. That's how strong the habit became. My brain was tired, but my hands kept scrolling. I started sleeping late and waking up tired. I wasn't happy, but I didn't know what else to do. I told myself, it's just a break, just 5 minutes. But 5 minutes became 50 minutes. Then I asked myself a question. Why do I have time for everything on my phone, but no time for things that really help me? That's when I realized I didn't control my phone. My phone controlled me. I started counting the hours. One day I saw a video about screen time. It said that most people use their phones 4 to 7 hours a day. I laughed. That can't be me, I thought. But then I checked. I found the screen time app on my phone. It showed 6 hours and 32 minutes. I was shocked. That's almost 1/3 of my day. That's more time than I spend with my family. More time than I spend studying or even sleeping. And what did I do in those 6 hours? Nothing important. I didn't build anything. I didn't learn anything. I just scrolled, watched, swiped. I felt sad. I felt a little angry too. I asked myself, do I want to waste my life like this? So I took a notebook and wrote, today, 6 hours, 32 minutes. Then I wrote a new line. My goal, under 2 hours per day. Now I had a clear number in my mind. I started checking my screen time every night. If it went down, I felt proud. If it went up, I asked myself, what happened today? I started to compete with myself. Each day, I wanted to beat the number from the day before. It was like a game, but this game was real. It was a game for my time and my future. And this small habit, counting hours, was the beginning of real change. I made small rules for myself. I knew I couldn't quit my phone in one day. If I tried to stop all at once, I would fail. So I made small rules, easy ones. The first rule was, no phone after 9 p.m. That was hard at first. I wanted to watch videos in bed, but I said no. I put my phone far away. After 2 nights, it became easier. Then I added another rule, no phone during meals. When I ate, I just ate. No scrolling. I started talking to my family more. Next, I turned off all notifications. No more sounds, no more pop-ups. It felt quiet. It felt peaceful. After that, I removed some apps. Games, social media, funny videos, gone. Only useful apps stayed. I also made one powerful rule. When I study, I put my phone in another room. This helped a lot. At first, I wanted to check it every 2 minutes. But after a few days, I didn't miss it anymore. I could focus better. Each rule was small, but it worked. I didn't try to be perfect. I just tried to be a little better each day. Some days I failed. I used my phone too much. But I didn't stop trying. I learned something very important. Small changes are stronger than big promises. One by one, my rules became habits. And my habits became part of my life. I found new things to enjoy. After using my phone less, I had more free time. At first, I didn't know what to do. I felt bored. I missed the screen. But soon, something amazing happened. I started to enjoy real life again. I began reading short books, just 5 or 10 pages a day. It felt good to learn something new. I went outside more. I started taking walks near my home. I looked at the sky. I listened to birds. I talked to people more. I laughed more. I listened more. I helped my mom cook dinner. I played games with my younger brother. I started writing a journal at night. I wrote how I felt, what I did, and what I learned. All these small things gave me joy. And they were real, not on a screen. Before, I thought my phone gave me happiness. But now I saw the truth. The phone only gave me a fast, empty feeling. Real life gave me peace, energy, and real smiles. Sometimes I still felt bored, yes. But boredom is not bad. Boredom made me think, dream, and do new things. Without my phone, I remembered what life really is. It's not scrolling. It's living, feeling, learning, and loving. And for the first time in a long time, I felt awake. My focus got better. Before I started this journey, my focus was very weak. I couldn't concentrate on anything. Not books, not people, not even games. When someone talked to me, I looked at my phone. When I tried to read, I got bored in 2 minutes. When I studied, I kept checking notifications. I couldn't stay with one task for more than 5 minutes. I felt like my brain was tired and lazy. But I didn't know it was because of my phone. After I started using my phone less, I noticed a change. The first thing I noticed was silence. My head felt more clear. I could hear my own thoughts. I didn't rush from one thing to the next. I sat down with a notebook and said, "Let's study for 10 minutes." And I did it. Then, the next day, I studied for 20 minutes. Then, 30. In 1 week, I went from zero focus to real focus. It felt powerful. Not only my study time improved, even in normal life, I became more present. When I walked, I looked around. When someone talked to me, I listened better. I understood people more. My brain was waking up. My memory improved, too. Before, I forgot what I read. Now, I could remember things after reading once or twice. Even teachers noticed. They said, "Something is different. You're doing better these days." I also slept earlier and better. Without the bright screen in my face at night, my eyes relaxed. My mind slowed down. I stopped going to bed at 1 a.m. Now I slept at 10 or 11 and woke up fresh. Sleep helped my focus even more. It was all connected. The less I used my phone, the more I got from life. More time, more energy, more understanding. I realized something. The phone was not only wasting my time, it was stealing my focus, my peace, and my power. And when I took my focus back, everything in my life started to get better. I still use my phone, but wisely, I want to be honest. I didn't throw my phone away. I still use it every day. But the way I use it is different now. Before, my phone controlled me. Now, I control it. The first big change, I only use my phone with a reason. If I need to check the weather, I do it. And stop. If I want to listen to music, I choose the song and put the phone down. If I need to message someone, I reply and close the app. No more endless scrolling. No more watching one video, then another, then another. I decide what I do, not the phone. Second, I started setting limits. I gave myself a time budget, like money. For example, only 30 minutes of videos today, only 15 minutes on messages. This made me more careful. I asked myself, is this worth my time? Sometimes the answer was yes, but many times the answer was no. Third, I moved my phone out of reach. When I studied or worked, I put it far away or turned off the Wi-Fi. This small action made a big difference. If the phone wasn't in my hand, I didn't think about it. Fourth, I used my phone to help me, not hurt me. Now, I use it to listen to English podcasts, to read short stories, to learn something new, to call my family. It became a tool, not a toy. Yes, sometimes I still make mistakes. Some days, I scroll more than I want to. But the difference is, I notice it now. I feel it. I fix it. I don't go back to the old habits. And that's the point. It's not about being perfect. It's about being aware, being strong enough to stop, being smart enough to change. Now, when I look at my phone, I don't feel weak. I feel in control. I feel free. Because I use my phone. It doesn't use me. And now the question comes, what I learned from this change. Firstly, I learned that phones are tools, not toys. They can help or hurt, depending on how we use them. Time is more important than likes or views. I also learned that change is slow, but possible. One small step each day makes a big difference. Now, I have more time, more peace, and more life. And if I can do it, maybe you can too.
Well done. You just listened to a full English lesson with useful topic. That's great. You trained your ears. You learned new words. And most important, if you can watch this video again, it is better. You will understand even more. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and maybe drop a comment. Thanks, and see you in the next video.